Do you have tricks that you've thought of yourself?
There's been many that I've thought of myself. Lots of them are things I've created. A lot of the stuff that I don't like to think of myself. It's just fun. It's just like things like I'm doing right now. It's just to make people smile. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I used to like work on like a lot of like card magic and sleight of hand and how to make things disappear. And I was like, all that's good, and it'll take me months and months and months of work. And I do a lot of work on my trade. But this stuff is just funny. People look at it like, whoa, how'd you do that? And you know what? Any person can do it. Anybody who's watching right now could do any of these tricks. And it's awesome. It's so awesome because you can blow anybody away at the simplest thing. One of my favorite things to do at a bar mitzvah is I take a tissue and I sit by the kid at the bar mitzvah and I just go like this and I make it disappear. Well, it's regular magic. It's called screen magic. All I do is throw it over the camera that's over here. You could do that in front of somebody.
Let me see if I've.
Try. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So your hand, you want your hand to be over here. Exactly. When you're doing this trick on somebody, that was actually pretty awesome. You want to block their view with this hand over here. So when you're going like this a little bit over their face, you toss it over their head so they can't see anything. So it looks like this a little bit as you toss it over. I actually did this at a bar mitzvah with one of my partners, and it was actually pretty awesome because the kids were kind of clueless. And we were doing it on this one kid. And the weirdest part of the trick is when you have all the other kids in on it, because everyone else sees what you're doing. You're just throwing things over the kid's head. But when all the other kids are in on it, it's the greatest trick. So we're at this bar mitzvah, and I got tissues. I'm throwing forks. I'm throwing knives. At some point, I just get cocky. I'm like, I tell my partner, let's just do something else. So I take out my shoe, and I take it like this, and I throw it over the kid's head, and the kid's like, whoa. Everybody else is staring at the kid as if he's crazy. How is he not noticing them throwing these things over his head? But then I took a bottle of wine. I just kept throwing things over his head. It was awesome. You can do that with anything. It's just,
I guess he was the kind of guy that magic just goes over his head.
Yeah, you got it. It was like your Parv joke. Your joke was Parv as well.
Hey, you're milking that joke now.
I work with a guy named Rabbi Dreven. And literally, I have to quit every day because I just can't handle these puns.
They say shivim panim laTorah.
Apparently, you got all of them.